Welcome to Rauta. This video is done in commercial collaboration with our sponsor, Steelfest. Hey Podday and welcome to Swedish Black Metal Review. Here we are from Spain and lacking the CD to unbox. So unfortunately this time it's once again something that I'm just using Metal Archives with, and let's get straight to the point without unboxing the actual CD. Of course it looks sweet, that's kind of a given, but how is the music? Before we kind of immerse ourselves into the very bottom of the album and breathe in that stinky water, maybe it's worth kind of going through to talk about Lord Belial's past. Now this is as old as Swedish black metal gets, well, except for Bathory and the like, because this band was actually founded in 1992. Yes, very early on with the other old bands, Dark Funeral, Marduk and the like. So been here more than 30 years, with the exception that the band has actually been inactive for various parts. Now, I mean, if we are going to trust Metal Archives according, this is roughly the fourth phase the band is now here. And there are various reasons why they broke up for a certain amount of years and all that stuff, and we're not going to recap it. It goes beyond the scope of this review, but it's just worth mentioning that this band has had kind of a bumpy road. What makes it more interesting, though, that if we click up this members tab, we will find that three of the members, the lineup, they're actually old as fuck. I mean, in a good sense. They are all more or less the original members from 1992. Not something that you can say about most bands turning 30 plus. So this is some great news for those old school fans of Lord Belial. But then again, those who already got this album already and they are not even watching the review, because would they need? Now I'm gonna say something that is going to upset some people, or at least maybe possibly annoy some of the others. Lord Belial has never been exactly the so-called A grade, the platinum or gold tier band of Swedish black metal. I mean, no matter how hard they tried, in my opinion, they have always kind of lacked some magical punch. Now, when you would compare these two bands such as, Bathory, of course, Del, or Marduk, Arcanum, Craft, and so forth, Lord Belial kind of failed to deliver those punches in a way that it would definitely put them into top tier. More like, I would say, roughly the same thing happened with them as Dark Funeral, but less success. My point here being, in my opinion, while they have done some decent or even good music along the way, I mean, they have lots of albums out, never actually made to do really, really good of an album. Even the early ones like Kiss to Go, the debut album from 1995, or Enter the Moonlight Gate from 1997, I mean, while they are considered somewhat like classic albums, in my opinion, they are not the top tier material. That being said, it's actually nice to hear that with this fourth phase of the band, Rapture is among the better ones from the band, and it's actually good. However, there are a little bit problems, tiny problems, mind you, that I would mention when talking about this album and saying it's good. But first the basics, less than 50 minutes and 10 songs. That's the kind of a basic pattern how you do a metal album. You get the idea. Roughly some 45 minutes, 10 albums, 10 songs, blah, 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 an album, and there you it. It's not too much to wear you down, but it's definitely worth your money when you're talking about, is there enough songs? Is there enough length? And then the next question is, but are the songs good? How is the production? How it is? Is it sounding like real black metal? Yes, it's almost like this album could have come out already in 1998. Mind you, except for the production, which is very much of today and in a good way. This album actually sounds, production-wise, really good. The production is top-notch. The guitar sound is powerful and clear. There's nothing I would fix. The bass is audible, which is definitely a plus. Not too many black metal albums can do that in a good way. Some bands, it seems like, ignore the whole bass. And the drums, of course, they do their job. Mastering, mixing, everything here is like Really can't do it any better than that, especially for this kind of music. Now the vocals are maybe a bit too safe for my liking, but that's more like a matter of taste kind of a thing. I mean, they are very much in the middle of the black metal stuff. They're not raspy really, they're not growly, they're not high pitchy, they're not weird screamy, they're just in the middle. The kind of typical, almost like bulk, screamy, raspy, whatever vocals you get for black metal. And I think that's what most people are expecting to. They're not expecting some weird kind of these Attila vocals here. I can't take them or anything of that sort. They're not just adding some weird effects or whatever. They're just doing black metal vocals for fuck's sake. Now, this being said, that also applies to the songwriting. They're melodic and often fast tempo, but mind you, these guys know when to slow down. So it's more like, let's go up, let's go down. You know, the thing here is they know when to go for more speed and also to kind of a back down. So it's not like Dark Funeral going like 300 BPM all the time. I'm exaggerating, but you get the idea. And of course, there's some kind of a dissection like of melodies where you go really, really nice atmospheric stuff and catchy and all that stuff. So it's like kind of a picking the school book edition of how to write Swedish kind of black metal with lots of melodies. And basically Lord Belial is doing that in a good way. And there are memorable catchy parts already in the first track of Legion, where the chorus part hits and singing about the Legion, the Bible quote. Okay, enough of that. My point here is this is very, very safe album to enter and listen to. It's almost like Dark Funeral but less steroids, less plastic patterns. I don't know, but the thing here is, it's so Swedish that you can't really add anything Swedish to it without sounding, I don't know, algorithm made. So it sounds like a human made melodic black metal album in a very, very Swedish fashion. You either like it because it's so Swedish or you dislike it because it's too Swedish for you. Really, really simple as that. But like I said, it's among the better ones from Lord Belial, but still not exactly the wow kind of album. Worth listening to if you like melodic black metal and if you don't mind fast tempo and sounding once again really nicely produced and all that stuff. No gimmicks, no bullshit, just simple melodic black metal the way it was back in the 90s. This really good happy in the 90s album, so can't really complain about it, especially if you like a little bit of nostalgic touch. Did I get you convinced? If not, well, too bad. Anyway, check it out or not. Bye bye.